Talk That Talk TV, we back again.
Welcome to Talk That Talk Media, where the vibe is live. DJ and Tika are hype, keeping dreams alive. Welcome to Talk That Talk Media, where the vibe is live. DJ and Tika are hype, keeping dreams alive. Bringing you reactions, reviews and slick recaps. Join the conversation, no time for mishaps. Trends will uncover, every beat devoured with fresh insights and energy will never tire. From pop culture to the latest in the game, dive in with us. You want to stake your claim, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Talk That Talk Media. Welcome to Talk That Talk Media.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Tika.
And it's EJ.
And we over here at Talk That Talk Media are ready to definitely dive on into the shenanigans of Power Book 4/4, the season finale. Listen, that was the last freaking episode of Force. EJ, what did you think? Because, girl, I was like, wait a daggone minute, what's going on? Because we got some revealing things.
Yeah, it was actually really good. I was okay with the way that Power Book 4/4 ended. I do got some questions about some things are a little bit questionable for me, but that's only because I don't want to see these two no more, and I don't like how we left it so open-ended that they could possibly, carry over where they are not wanted.
Wow, I feel like you talk about Jannard and Vic.
I mean, exactly.
That part. Absolutely. I feel you. Like, why give them another story? But, it is what it is. With that being said, thank you, chat. Thank you for coming in and tapping in and tuning in with us tonight. Go ahead, drop your rating in the chat. And I'm going to bring up some more ladies before I'll give our perspective ratings. But with that, I want to bring up Tamika Den. What's up, Tamika? Let us know how you feel about this episode, girl.
Hey y'all, hey. It was okay. It was okay. It was cute for what it was, but I don't know if it was giving me season finale. I wanted more bodies. It was a little bit too much talking in some parts that I felt like we didn't need to talk. But other than that, it was it was interesting.
Gotcha. All right. Well, that's Tamika's perspective. And now we're going to go ahead and bring on in Miss Kay, because she taught us calling her Kay Bly. So what's up, Kay?
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. Look, we got to run it back.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What did you think about the episode? Just firsthand. I know everybody literally came through last night, checked out the our first reaction, but what did you think about the episode?
So I watched it again today. Just to see, if anything, that I missed, if I was going to feel any different about it. And I guess the more that I was watching it, I felt that it was literally like we're wrapping up, like Tommy had his little side adventure. Let's wrap this up and bring his ass right on back to New York. Like, it felt like we had to tie up these loose ends some kind of way so we can get him on to the next part of Powerverse. So I feel like I don't have any unanswered questions, I guess. Like, I feel like we're at a good place to keep the Powerverse going. Like, I don't know. Because I was trying to think, are there any plot holes that I was like, anything lingering? But I feel like they kind of wrapped it up nicely to just go ahead and bring the originals right on back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, you know me. I'm a sucker for all things Power Book 4/4, and the way they wrapped it up. I mean, only two should have been already in the dirt, and we're gonna get to them. But for the most part, I was like, okay, and then they brought little nephew in, so we're gonna get into it. But before we get into that, we gotta talk about this whole funeral scene. Now, listen, I said last night, I need some more oomph. I need something else that's just gonna choke me up. That's just gonna bring me to some tears. And after I went back and watched it, it was the reaction that D-Mac had with Genesis when she was trying to hold his hand and comfort him and be there for him, and he's like pulling away from her slowly but surely. He's pulling away from her in that moment, and then looking at JP's daddy with all the tears, and I was like, oh shoot, they done got me. I'm over here crying for real now. So did anybody, after watching the episode, I know we, like I said, we watched it in Discord and everything, but did anybody else have a different take on the funeral scene? And we could go ahead and do EJ, Tamika, Kay.
Nope. Still didn't cry. Still didn't hit me. I think they jumped into it so quickly that I don't feel like I had a time to build up to being sad about it, because it wasn't like, it was just like we got to get this funeral scene out the way because we need to have, it was like that part to me was the part that was like, you know, so right. And the thing is that I'm okay with that, because it's not like JP was like a super big character. So I get it, but I do get the significance of them having to have his funeral. Whereas if it had been another character that we actually spent more time with, I could, you know, I probably would see the difference in it. So I'm okay with it. I'm just saying I didn't cry for that reason.
I get that. I get that. But one other thing for me, Kate said, what kind of mother puts herself before her child? And that was another thing that kind of stuck with me. On at least she's up there acknowledging how selfish she has been as a mother towards either of her children. And she even, you know, acknowledged to the crowd, listen, when JP was born, I left him and his daddy, but I gotta say, no matter what, you know, JP turned out to be a great young man. So, you know, that's just me and my perspective always. But Tamika and Kay, any additional thoughts?
No, that was the part that stuck out to me, is Kate finally taking accountability and saying I was trash. I wasn't there for my child. You know, I thought I was gonna have more time and be able to build something with him now, and now he's gone and having some regrets, and you know, saying his daddy took good care of him. That stuck out to me, but I didn't feel no sadness or nothing. I still kind of feel what you were saying last night, like maybe if it had been Z-Mac saying something and breaking down, or somebody would have been singing, you usually give me a little tear out of me from that. But other than that, I was like, okay, yeah, Kate, you telling the truth for once.
Facts.
Yeah, I wish they would have opened that scene up with the choir song, because that's how you do when you go to a funeral. You open us up with them vocals going. Somebody should have been singing their throat off to take us there, to like really thrust us into this memorial scene. One thing that I did notice, I guess, or maybe it stood out to me this time around, was that Tommy had a lot of support for him at that funeral. Like I guess I wasn't thinking about Miguel being there. So I get, they kind of like brought us into it early, showing that Tommy has this newfound support, and it's like real support. So like it kind of like eased us a little bit to say like he has now found like his new stable crew, even after him, you know, a couple episodes ago being, splitting ties with CBI. It's just like he found a new family, and they was willing to ride from him. Like, hey, we don't even know JP like that, but we there, we got your back. Anyway, everybody came dressed in black and packing.
That part. Okay, because the support was absolutely real, and we saw that support was real when Tommy walked outside. But before Tommy walked outside, you had all of the Latino, Hispanico, NYPD that was in front, and we had, of course, CBI try to pull up, and you got Jannard in the back seat looking like he about to do something, but the Popo said no. So definitely with the support, Tommy received all the support, and I like that look on Tommy's face when he said, "Oh, you thought you had me, but you don't." So I love that moment, and then we get that moment, y'all, where even though he had a little protection right in front of the church, there was still another. One of the Irish lurking around the corner, ready to take Tommy all the way up out of there. Tamika, Kay, and then EJ. Thoughts on these protective and unprotective moments?
Man, freaking Jannard bringing his daggone junkie behind here. Like, he might as well just got out, started dancing like, yeah, here I am. I didn't understand it. Everybody was like, "Oh, there go Jannard, there go Jannard, there go Jannard." And if we had cops on our, on our payroll that we had access to all this time, why was we never using them before? All of a sudden, we calling it favors for them to come through. And the fact that Tommy was like, "Oh yeah, we gonna handle him," like it was everybody knew you were there. I mean, it's Junkie Jannard. What can we expect? That's it. That's all.
Right.
So, upon a second watch, you got time to pull up on Tommy for his brother's funeral, but you ain't got time to have a funeral for your brother.
Okay.
Help me make it sense, Jannard, because your little picture collage that you had of Diamond, that's the best you can do? That was all we got? He didn't deserve a hood parade or something? Y'all poured out a drink for the big homie and put his pictures on display. So instead of worried about Tommy, you should have been at your own brother's funeral. Where was his suit at? Where was his program? It looked like we was worried about the wrong thing. That's what I took from that.
That part.
Mm-hmm. And it was raggedy pictures at that. Like they
looked like a third grade science fair picture collage.
And I second that emotion. Listen, I feel the same exact way. Like Junkie Jannard just does the most stupidest, dumbest ish all the time. Like this made no sense. At this time, you're mourning your brother, he's mourning his brother, but instead you're outside here instead of doing what needs to be done. And that your brother got more time on the news than you actually gave him. And I think that was just hella stupid. I think it was stupid too soon to try to retaliate at a funeral when people already know that you're 9 times out of 10 going to be coming, because that's going to be a vulnerable moment. They know that you're coming, Jannard. They not stupid. Like you haven't realized yet that they are not crazy, that they not dumb, that you're not just messing with your average, people. Like I just don't understand Jannard. He's never been a leader to me. He's not a leader. And I just feel bad that Diamond actually sacrificed himself for this. Like Diamond gave up his life to save his junkie brother who knows nothing. Like Diamond would have made far better decisions than Jannard when he's not drinking. Let me preface it with that. When he's not drinking, he would have made better decisions than Jannard. And everybody knows it. It was just whack. And what was even whacker was Vic sending another Irish dude to try to take out Tommy. Like y'all have been like 0 for 3-4 at this point. Like, y'all literally lose every time. The 4 horsemen, when you sent the people up in there, you unalived your own man just to save your, like everybody's losing. Claudia, your daddy, like, come on, what is happening here? I just think that was stupid. Vic is an idiot. You got away. The way I would have stayed my ass where I was at, the way I would have never looked back at this mess at Chicago, Vic is stupid. That's all I'm saying.
Yep. I absolutely agree.
And shout out to the Chicago PD.
Yep. Shout out to them. Yeah. Did I call them New York? They one of the two. They all.
Oh, girl, I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I was about to say they all look alike. Again, we see now. Okay. Now this fool in the woods. They way out far away from any and everything, and yet all he could still focus on, and I'm talking about Vic, all he can focus on is about how it's nothing out here to do when it's nothing but the rabbits and no internet or whatever he was talking about. But I'm like, bruh, you're there to hide, you're there to stay out of sight, out of mind. But clearly, Vic, that's not enough for Vic, and we're gonna see later on down the line he's gonna make his way, like EJ said, back to the whole situation. But this one moment right here where Junkie Jannard, he wasn't a junkie for a moment, y'all. He decided that he was not going to take the H-bomb into his arms. He instead of injecting himself with it, he shot it out on the ground. I thought he was, I actually, when I watched it last night, I thought he had took that hit, but in actuality, he didn't take the hit. He was like, okay, man, forget this. So I can't say that his mind is clear. He knows I can't say that he's thinking with a clear clear brain at this moment. But he looked at the picture of his brother and was like, okay, I gotta tap out. I can't do it today. And here's the beautiful collage that they gave us. I told y'all it was an element, it was a school project, okay? And I'm just wanting to show the people who didn't get to see it. For our fallen hero, okay? R.I.P. to Diamond. No matter what, you loved your brother, but you up out of there because of your brother. So anybody want to say any nice condolences or anything to Diamond? I'm just
You're wrong for this.
You said nice words, right?
Yeah, nice.
Okay,
Nice.
nice. I got some nice words to say to Diamond. Diamond, there was a time when I really fucked with you, dude. Like I really rocked with you. I really thought you was the king. I really thought you was about to come up in here and be a real deal type of ninja. Okay, like that's what I thought you was. And I appreciate you because you said nice. I'm sorry, I was going the wrong way.
It's okay.
I appreciate you for all the good things you did. You know what I'm saying? There was a time when we was on the same side. You know, there was a time when we was really rocking with each other. There was that time when you helped little dude out. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a time when you was somebody that I was like, dang, I like Diamond. Dang. And, you know, and I'm sad to see you go for your junky ass brother, but it just is what it is. At the end of the day, you decided to choose a side, and unfortunately, it was the wrong side. But regardless, you still a real one all the way up until you started listening to your brother. I'm sorry, Teak. I try to say all the nice things. They just come with some caveats.
You did good. You did good. Before we continue, we want to say thank you to I Am Chizzy 7G for the $2 super chat. Diamond, you should have never started drinking. I absolutely agree. When he lost Leon, he just started spiraling. He couldn't handle it. So, you know, R.I.P. Diamond. Next.
Yeah.
Girl, that's it. R.I.P. Diamond.
since they didn't do anything for Diamond and they didn't sing for JP, I'm just gonna say, if anybody asks you,
If anybody asks you
going,
where
I'm going,
soon.
Well, say then.
Hit the note. You gotta hit the. Go ahead.
I don't know if you was going here. I'm going up to yonder.
Ooh, I'm going up yonder
to be with my Lord.
Oh,
Sing, y'all.
Going up yonder.
We done took over to make a song.
Oh, listen, we be doing the most though.
That's my song right there, though. That's my song. I know that song right there.
Okay.
The upper room.
Okay. You know, I ain't even said that one time today.
Oh,
It's just go like and then he just had it on the screen. Like we where is his burial plot? Where is his body? Or did he spread
Nothing, baby. They done threw him in one of them
going
and burned him up, child. I don't even think they took him to the funeral home.
Yeah.
Like, where's the herb with his like this is all he get at an all Diamond did for CBI. This the best y'all can do. Jannard ain't shit for this. And you mad
really
because
ain't.
JP had this nice, beautiful memorial service at this big, beautiful church, and you parked outside hating, but you can't even take the time to do the same for your brother. Where all them CBI, where the money went to besides him shooting up that you could have did something beautiful
Didn't
for your
get
brother.
no repass or nothing. We didn't have
Exactly.
no food. We didn't have nothing. We
got
didn't.
nothing.
The people crying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, just ridiculous. I just wanted to see him have him buried, and then Junkie Jannard be sitting at his grave telling him like, "My bad, bro. I'm gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get that white boy." Because you know they love to talk to that white boy. I'm gonna go get that white boy. He could at least been doing that about to shoot up, but now you up on top of the thing instead of because where Diamond at? Where is Diamond?
Yep.
Candy said with the trifold.
It was.
This is third grade science.
It was definitely. I said that school project. I said, wait a minute.
They was wrong for that though.
Yeah. But
listen, Diamond do deserve a funeral. Mo, like Diamond deserve a funeral.
That's why I said Jannard ain't shit for this. You mean to tell me
he
you
coulda-
his
he
brother?
coulda
That's
even-
all you had?
He could even have had a funeral home service, like funeral home service no more than $5,000. Like they could have
Exactly.
put that together.
Had a wake. You know, they could have
or
just went in and
something.
viewed the body
Okay,
to
just
pay their
something.
respect. Something.
Something.
A little memorial, something. We
Something.
didn't have to see the body. Just put a
Right.
little memorial up there. You know, Diamond wasn't.
That was their memorial. That trifold bowl, that trifold chart up there.
And pour one out for him.
And
I
pour a
mean,
little
they
liquor.
could have had the hood chicks up in there at least singing around the little barrel of
'Cause see,
fire or something.
Had a
Diamond
little
wouldn't have
program.
did this to Jannar. Diamond would have did something better than this. He would've-
Exactly.
He wouldn't have did
He
his
sure
brother.
would have, and then he would have had everybody come back to the barbershop.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
They would have had potato salad, macaroni and cheese, a few pieces of ham. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what they would have had. Some candy yams.
Oh
You
my
know?
God. You've been watching too
Collard
much Waiting to
greens.
Exhale.
I know. Some collard greens.
But
You know what I'm saying?
anyway,
We sorry,
y'all.
Tika. We sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It's just a RIP moment to Diamond. You know, he was once good. Unfortunately, he had a situation where it caused him his heart to harden. And I'm just glad he didn't allow Gianna back in his life with all of his shenanigans, because she tried to come back and he was like, no, I'm not I'm not no good right now. So I'm glad, he didn't allow that. He could have kept her in the situation, and then she'd have been another body, one of them bodies that Tamika was looking to drop. She'd have been that person. So enough about a gravesite. They could have had a gravesite. You're right.
I'm just
But
saying.
anyway, R.I.P. Diamond. That's enough. So listen, I knew this man was gonna get popped. Rashawn. What Raheem? Raheem. Why would you go back and be in this man's face, knowing that you basically were the reason why your people got slaughtered, his people got slaughtered? Why would you be in his face? So as we can see, y'all, he took him out. He said, I'm gonna ask questions now. If I don't get the answer that I want, I'm gonna take you out. So he ends up taking Raheem out. And then listen, I'm gonna have to take my facial recognition off my phone so people can stay out my business. He literally lifted up the picture or his face with a hole in his head and showed it, did the facial recognition in order to see the text message that came from Shanti and basically said that it was a ghost. So he knew. So Jannar wasn't that high that he didn't realize that this man had been a part of this whole intricate plot to take out, Jannar and the rest of the crew, and then in the meantime take out Diamond as well. Anybody had any thoughts on Raheem? He got what he got at this point though.
He should have
That
left.
lie
That
wasn't
was
even
just
believable. He didn't even sound like he was telling the truth.
Right.
Clap what cheek.
tried.
Raheem, he don't even seem like he was in a relationship with nobody, because didn't he want Shanti?
That's what he's talking about, that he was too busy. That's why he was doing it. But that was stupid though. Like, why would you come back? Like, that don't make no sense. And if you were gonna come back, you come back the right way. And when I say the right way, I mean you delete all the messages. Like, you're not gonna be able to say that I was lying. You ain't gonna see no messages. It's gonna look like me and Shanti just stopped talking. I'm not gonna delete them all. I'm just gonna delete the last ones. Like, why do people delete the message? Stupid.
And why you ain't got him on a burner phone? Why is that on your regular phone? Where your where your drug dealer phone at?
Girl, that part too.
She's a drug dealer phone. Facts.
Him, Vic, and Bobby, dumber, and dumbest. Like, yeah, I don't know. We in the running. I don't understand this. I agree with y'all. Like, why were the messages still there? Why would you want to save those messages of all messages? Like, I don't know what the fascination was with it. And why would you come back? He would have never seen me again. I would have been in the ring.
That part, Tamika. So another body fell. Then we had this moment where Poe D-Mac, he's struggling. He want to go out and pop off, but Uncle Tommy told him not to do it. He ended up beating himself up with the blicky, just going through it. And then we got Kate, who in somebody's business, talking about, are you still thinking about leaving my son? And shouldn't she get the heck on? Like, your son, the block is hot, and even your son know that she's not in a good space. But there was just that little moment where Kate was just being real dismissive over Maria, And Maria was just trying to help, trying to be there. And, she held it down. She was respectful. Somebody else probably would have snapped on Kate, but Maria, she chose not to. Then we also have that moment where, Shanti basically lets Tommy know that Raheem is up out of there. My inside man ain't no inside man no more. And so who else is telling her the information? Because how she know he got popped that? Oh, he took the body and put it in her gym in the center of the ring. Okay. So yeah, I answered my own question. But any thoughts on, these moments? And then even with all of that, there was a moment where Maria told Tommy, how strong he was. She was saying that he's broken but unbreakable at the same time. And I was like, okay, bars. I get it, because he's broken, he's hurting, but he's still standing strong and trying to handle his business and protect his family. Kay, Tamika, and then EJ. Any thoughts?
Yeah, D-Mac is going through it because he's still blaming himself because he the one wanted to. Well, how you blaming yourself for being in criminal activity and getting your pops popped, but you still want to participate in the same criminal activity? Like, you're not trying to change your life around, but yeah, you blaming yourself. It's not making sense, D-Mac. Yeah. Kate, you know what? She did the right thing when she told Tommy, I have to do this for my own sobriety. Like, I can't be in this environment. It's triggering for her. That was actually very healing of Kate to say that, because normally she would have kept putting herself in issues that were traumatic, and she would have ended up doing something that was going to have her to relapse. So it's a good thing she tried to get herself out of there. And I don't know. I'm not attached to Maria. I don't know what it is. I actually like Miguel now more than her. I don't know why. I don't know how I flipped all of a sudden. I like him now, him and Miss Piggy. I don't know what it is about her that gets on my nerves, because she be trying to act like she's so about this life. No, you're not. No, you're not. The best you could have done is just go away. Actually, don't come back. Stay safe.
Yeah, Z-Mac was clean. He was looking handsome. And he was doing what we expect, D-Mac to do. It wasn't no shock there. Just finally he listened for once in his damn life, because you did cause all this shit. You was out here in these streets doing everything. Every time somebody told you, sit your behind down, you just kept going back out. So at least for this situation, he did listen and calm his little self down for 2.5 seconds. And Kate, I was giving you credit with the damn funeral for taking accountability. And then even with telling Tommy, like, yeah, I need to get up out of here. I need to go back to New York and, could try to continue my sobriety, because if not, I'm about to be snorting every damn thing up my nose. But then you come at Maria like, oh, are you still going to leave with this type of attitude? And if anything, I feel like you should have had your aha moment where you just finished saying you got to put your kids first and what you got to sacrifice as a mother. You should actually have been helping her. Like, girl, we going to get your ass up out of here, because if you keep hanging around my damn son, you and your baby probably ain't going to make it up out of here. But,
Right. That part, Tamika.
Yeah, I mean, as for Maria is concerned, I'll start with her. I actually like Maria. I think she's actually good for Tommy. I think that even though she's not like super like in that life, I think she understands the life and that she gets it. But when you become a mom, things shift and they change, especially when you're trying to protect your child. And so I think that for Maria, what it is that, yeah, I want to be with Tommy, but I want my child to live more. And now I got to think about this a little bit differently. I think it was commendable that she decided to put her kid first, regardless of, but I think that the way that they made it look like she was doing it made it look kind of sketch, when the truth of the matter is that Tommy agreed with her all along. Like, this is what she should have done. And I didn't understand why Kate didn't agree with that either, because like Tamika said, she just gave this big whole speech about protecting your child. You see the camera kept panning down on Maria rubbing her stomach as she's giving this speech, and the way that she's looking, like she's thinking like, yeah, you're right. You have to be willing to put your child first, because she was like, what kind of mom puts herself before her child, or something like that,
Right.
But and so I didn't understand Kate's reaction to that. I do get that it needed to be done in a certain way. Like, it needed to be a conversation per se. And I get that Tommy would have had some pushback with it, but when it's all said and done, he just would have had to get on board with it, like point blank and period. Like, this is what I'm finna do to go protect our child. I'm gonna go down here to Medico.
Right.
And when this is all said and done, come back and get me like she did, but she just didn't say it to him face to face. But I think he appreciated that in the end, because it wasn't like a Holly or any. She's just not like any of them, and I think that's why I like her. Lakeisha was never about that life, ready to snitch at the drop of a dime as soon as things got hard. You want to spend the money, you want to do all these things, you want to live the life, but you want to snitch. I didn't like that. And then you got Holly, who was just ready to drop a dime on Ghost. Like, they both, matter of fact, they both wanted to snitch on somebody. Anyway, it's just like, I think Maria would just stand tall. I just think that her and Tommy can give him that balance. And I don't think very many other people have been able to give him that balance that we've seen. D-Mac, listen, D-Mac has come a long way. I promise you, I did not like D-Mac at first, but in the end, I mean, D-Mac just D-Mac at the end of the day. And I had to just come to terms with that. And I just hope that he can just get a hold of that wanting to jump stuff and never thinking. But Tommy used to be like that too. So, I mean, maybe it run in the family. I don't know. And then, I think I talked about it. I think that's it. And then as far as Shanti is concerned, I was just glad. I became a Showstopper fan. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all.
Yeah. Because we thought Shanti was about to flip on Tommy the way she was moving, but it was her plan to go, and because Tommy said the only thing that he can he's weak for you. Basically, he would do anything that you ask him to do. And so, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna see what she's gonna go and try to convince Jannard that she's riding for him. But before we get to that moment, we gotta talk about Sang and Bobby. The intricate plot. Bobby has jacked up Singh. He shows him the image of him and Chan over at the restaurant kicking it, and now I know you dirty because here go the payroll. I see you on their payroll, and what we gonna do? So they agree to attempt to set up Tommy. We're gonna see how that play out. Any thoughts about the plan before it became the actual incident? And we can go EJ, Tamika, K.
I ain't got a whole lot to say on this one. This was just stupid. This was just dumb. I mean, I think I saw this coming from a mile away that Singh was at first I was like, is Singh gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? If he didn't take him out, then Singh was gonna live. Like, it was just that simple. If Bobby didn't take him out right then he was going to live, and he was still going to be crooked. I mean, it just is what it is. You always got to have somebody that's crooked in the thing. And Bobby just went about this the wrong way. He was thinking about vengeance for a woman that you was trying to divorce, that you didn't really even like that. Stop playing with me right now. I'll never believe it. Y'all will never get me to agree with the fact that Bobby liked her. That he didn't like her no more. He didn't like her like that. Now you out here trying to defend her honor and do all the things. Sir, you should have just took him down like a good little cop that you was and kept it pushing. But now you tried to play this other game. Why go after Tommy when you got the fish you got the thing that is, I said I was gonna make this short. I'm sorry. One last thing. The guy right here who is the branch to the underworld and what's supposed to be the good world. You had the opportunity to take him out. They would have had to regroup and find another one. Yep. But if you took him out, you really made that would have been a big win. But no, he was so focused on trying to avenge his wife that he didn't like, that he did stupid stuff. And when you do stupid stuff happens to you. So body that man.
Oh Lord, Bobby. I expected more from you. Like, for you to come up in this damn office and you are, I guess, looked into it, sort of financials, you have the pictures, you're gonna come and tell him every damn thing that you know or that you think think that you're gonna blackmail him into giving you Tommy, taking down the person that took down your wife. Say this is not a negotiation, but then pretty much is like, okay, 1 second later, two things, negotiation that he would be left out of this and still be able to become the district attorney and all this shit. Like, no, none of this discussion should have been happening. You didn't go to no other higher ups. You didn't go to nobody else to tell them what you found, to have them look at some more stuff. You wouldn't even know this if it wasn't from homegirl. You should have brought her back in, because obviously she's a better damn investigator than this whole damn department. Like, this worked my freaking nerves, and we already knew that Bobby was gonna be up out of here. As much as I don't like Singh, okay, and I wanted him called, I gotta give him credit. He knew how to play the damn game.
Right. Yep.
It's like the anger and frustration that he has trying to avenge somebody's death that he was trying to serve papers to is just appalling to me. Because I already predicted what was going to happen to him, because he was way too much of a loose cannon. You trying to go up against the feds, that's the biggest coalition on the damn show, and you just a one-man army at this point, because don't nobody else in that damn department give a shit about her. They don't care. And quite frankly, you didn't care either. You didn't care either. You all of a sudden want to come in and play super husband, trying to get your best husband of the year trophy, and knowing, when you meet up with her in the afterlife, you still don't want to meet up with her, even in the spirit world. You still gonna look at her in her little wig and go the other way.
I mean, they together now, and I don't know if they in the upper room.
That's why I said afterlife, because I can't be right sure where exactly they went to.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Marks did try to make some amends, and Bobby was trying to do the right thing. We, you know what? In this world right here, in this world of power, they probably was about better than most. So at least we'll give them that much. I'll give them that much.
Yeah, they were, and y'all keep talking about Bobby didn't like his wife. Bobby never really wanted the divorce, but after she kept pushing him off and choosing her job and all that stuff, it was like, okay, what else can I do? I can't keep running behind you. But then guilty conscience kick in when when he found out that she had been compromised by Tommy. I'm gonna make an excuse. When she found out that he found out she was compromised by Tommy, or messing around with Tommy's situation, he was like, but then she told him, look, I got it. I can handle it by myself. And he probably felt guilty. Like, I should have went with her anyway. I should have been more aggressive. How I feel to be guilty. I'm just saying. So rest in peace to Bobby. We're going to get to how he went out like a sucker, but rest in peace to Bobby for right now.
You know what? I think Bobby was jealous of Tommy because his wife was more obsessed with Tommy than she was with him.
Oh, Lord. Okay, moving on.
Like he was jealous. Y'all know.
Lord,
I'm here with you.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, okay. All right. We're going to clip that because obsessed. I like it though. But anyway, this was the plan for Shanti to go and talk to Jenard, act like I don't F with Tommy Egan, F that white boy, do all the things. And of course, Jenard was, playing along because Jenard know that Shanti was up to no good. He don't trust her. He even told Smurf he didn't trust her. But I'm going to play along so she can feed me some information. And Tommy, asked her basically, how did it go? How did it go? Yeah, well, I don't think he bought anything that I said, but I think that there's some information within something that he said. He's going to tell us about the plan, where they're going to rally and do all the things to try to wild out. So I was just like, oh, Shanti, don't go in there and get popped, honey. That's the only thing I could think of, because even though you loyal to, you had a couple of, backups with you, the way people are flipping these days, they could have flipped on her easily. So any thoughts just on Shanti Shanti surviving, this whole situation at this moment? And we could start with Tamika. Tamika, K, EJ. Oh, we'll go K.
Yeah.
Okay, there she go. My bad. Go ahead.
I didn't know if Shanti was gonna make it out of this point. Because I felt like I think we was all kind of saying it for a couple of weeks that it was either going to be her taking out Jannard or Jannard taking out her. Once we seen Diamond going, we like, yeah, Jannard's still going to be around. And for you to know that he left the body there, but all of a sudden it's like this, you come in to talk to him, yeah. And would he believe her or anything she's saying at this point? I mean, he already seen all the texts and he already pretty much knew, so it wasn't looking too good. But we still gonna play the game. We gonna act like, oh baby, I could get back with you, and she over here like, no, I never want to get back with you again. But it's all about the money and the business and the power. Money, power. Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, they both just pretty much played in each other's face, and I believe that Tommy says something about Kanan always said there's a little bit of truth in every lie. So some of what he said is probably something that they could use, even though she was like, I think that everything he said to me was bullcrap. And of course, Jannard was over here making his plans, thinking they was about to be on top of the world, sitting on top of the world. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I'm busting out.
It's all good. It's all good.
I love a good intrusive thought. But yeah, I'm so glad that they kind of both clocked each other, because they had been together long enough that she knew and he was lying, and he knew that she was lying, and that Jannard knows at the end of the day, Shanti was really all about like being in power, and he called it. He was just like, she ain't worried about nothing but being in power, and that's all I could see from her. And even if he didn't know if she was really loyal to Tommy or not, he knew at the end of the day she was really just trying to get on top, whether she had to step on him or not.
Mm-hmm.
So that should, and I was glad she made it out there alive, but he knew, because Jannard still do have a soft place for Shanti. Right. Like he still do, like he loved, that girl, he really, really cared about her. And had it not been for her, he'd have still been strung out looking like Pookie in New Jack City. So he actually does owe her a little bit of respect to not have just popped her in front of everybody. And honestly, if it was hand-to-hand combat, she would have whooped his ass anyway.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first, that part. Now, first of all, how you gonna cheat on Shanti? Y'all just gotta take it back for a second. How you gonna cheat on Shanti when Shanti was the one that was there for you the entire time? Shanti is the reason why you are not already in the upper room, because Heron was gonna take him on up out of there. Okay, like that's what was going to happen to him. But Shanti stood by him, even though she knew he was on them drugs. Then he want to go get into fentanyl. When she told him no, she didn't want to do that. Like Shanti really was about that ninja for whatever reason. But he wasn't no doggone king, y'all. I'm just gonna keep it real. Jannard ain't never been a king. Jannard, she kept trying to hype him up to be a king. Jannard wasn't that. He just wasn't that. And yeah, at the end of the day, Shanti is the only person out here who told the truth at every single turn. And you know what that truth was? That if you not with me, you against me. If you doing you in my way, then shit, you got to get out the way. Like she was the only person that stayed true to that. And so for that reason, I rock with Shanti. Like I really love this character. And it's funny because I started out liking this character, then I hated her. And then when Kay said something in the chat, it made me realize that that's what it was. It was Jannard.
Exactly.
It was Jannard.
It was Jannard the whole time. That's why we didn't like her. It was him.
As soon as he was gone, I liked her instantly again. And I remembered that. I said, you know what? That's the point. But she did take a chance, though, coming up in here like this. But I think that Jannard still had that soft spot for her. So he wasn't going to do it. If he wasn't pushed or provoked, he wasn't going to do it in cold blood like that. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, he didn't shoot them drugs up his arm that day. So he was more lucid too. So he was thinking more. He tried to think strategically, even though it was stupid, but thinking that he could play her. Because now, granted, she said she didn't believe nothing he said, but he said that I don't believe her, but I'm going to use her. Sir, you've been around her long enough to know that that's not what was finna happen. Like, that's where Jannard messed up at. He messed up at thinking that for whatever reason, she literally was going to, go back and tell Tommy this and that it was gonna, like, sir, you already knew it was a setup. Just come on, think a little bit further. But I gotta remember that Jannard been on the drugs, and
and he done been boxed upside the head too many times.
He's killing his brain cells, son. You're killing your brain cells.
And boxed upside the head one too many times. So this moment right here, oh, I love this, y'all. Ortega thought he was the man. So anyway, Che calls this big old meeting. And at first I thought I was gonna have to do something to Che, but basically Che gets up and makes this whole little speech saying that they're about to make this whole new regime. The Marquez cartel and everybody were going to, rock together. This was gonna be one. We was gonna be one big happy family. And he said, but there's been one man that ever since he been in town has been causing a whole lot of problems. And he points the blicky at Tommy, or I will say, because I was trying to be nosy and look and see if he was going to point it right past him, but it looked as if it was pointed directly at Tommy. So then he says to Tommy, but it's your call. It's your hit. Basically, here go the blicky. Do what you got to do. And Tommy gladly obliged and put 1, 2, 3, 4 in Ortega, and then put another one to the dome. Any thoughts on just this whole setup, how everything played out? Did you think Tommy was about to be a gunner? Any thoughts on that moment?
It all happened so fast, but I'm glad that I did upon a rewatch, because, and this is where good cinematography comes in. That's why I had to really watch this scene, because the way that they had Tommy framed, and they had Miguel diagonal standing on the other side, kind of giving, it looks like he may have flipped on him. And for a split second, we was just like, oh, they tried to play in his face this whole time. And that's the way that they framed it. And then when they shifted the camera again, all you seen was the gun being pointed at Tommy. And so for a split second, we was just like, wait a minute. Is this about to be the end? Because Tommy didn't even have no words. He didn't even know how he was going to talk himself out of that. So I think that they did a good job of framing that to kind of throw us off for a minute. But Tommy was not finna pass up the chance to knock somebody off the board, and then was like, okay, well, I can be down with the crew now. Because in the beginning, he was just like, I'm not doing it. He was like, no, I'm not doing it. But it's never going to work. And then he was just like, all right, then, we good. Everything is squared away. Everything is everything.
Yeah, because he didn't want to F with Ortega. Ortega had been the pain in his side for the longest. So yeah, I wasn't mad at Tommy for that decision. But I was just like, don't do it. Don't take him out. It's like, this can't be this. This can't be how it's gonna go down.
Oh shoot, it's my go. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was in the chat. Yeah, for a whole second they had me. I was like, oh dang, Tommy can't go out like this. In my mind, I wanted to click the little thing to see how much time we had left, but y'all know what was happening last night, but I couldn't see. So I was like, dang, this too early in the episode, based on my my math of where we at in the episode. So I was like, who finna save him? So then I was like, it's like Kay said about the camera thing. I was like, dang, Miguel, I was just liking you, dog. I was just liking you, homie. You know what I'm saying? I was about to go learn Espanol and everything because I like Miguel so much. I was like, I like him. And then for a second, I was like, dang, now Miguel finna take out Che. It's about to be some stuff, because I was like, now he's not going to let him take him out. I didn't even notice that that's what it was the cameras, the way the cameras were shifting. I was just thinking in my mind, oh, dang, now Miguel finna have to take Che out. I was like, who finna save Tommy? But thank God thank goodness that's not what it was.
That part. Any thoughts on that to me?
Child, for me, first of all, I didn't even expect Che to be here this long. He could have been out of here. Miguel could have been out of here. I ain't give a damn about them. But I did like the way they did it, rewatching it today. It was like you thought he was talking about Tommy, especially with him saying, ever since he came into town and he pointing the thing in that direction. Then I was thinking he's going to take out Miguel, or he's going to have Tommy take out Miguel. And then it's, because Tommy was adamant, nah, I'm out of here. I'm good. Of course, he ain't want nothing to do with Ortega. And Ortega, definitely, he was one on the list to go. So I didn't give a damn about him. But then when he was gave it to him, It's your job, and Tommy want to be like taking all damn day, going in slow motion, one tap at a time, and this and that. Like, nah, just get to it, get him up out of here, because that definitely wasn't gonna work. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay. I said, I see what y'all did there.
That part. So then, Tommy he's gonna have to build a couple of more allies. So he goes to Grayskull, lets Grayskull know, hey, listen, all that you thought with Gennard, it wasn't the truth. Gennard tried to put taking out King Kilo on my brother, but in actuality, Gennard was the one that took out King Kilo, and he took out my brother, and blamed it on him. Like, my brother wasn't that type of dude. He was a musician. Like, that wasn't who he was. And so, King Kilo said, Grayskull says, okay, well, I got you. I hear you. I'm gonna, I'll rock with you. And I'm gonna stick in there with Gennard and get all the information, basically get all the information that I need for you, and let you know how it's all gonna go down. So then we have the meet and greet where Bobby has made his way to the lower deck of the upper room. I don't know. He made a dumb decision, trusting that Singh was gonna, be honest or not be honest, but play the role, get the information, go in there wired, talking to Tommy, play like he's crooked, which he's really crooked. But it all ended up where Bobby is left in the pool, y'all. So any final thoughts? R.I.P. Bobby once again. I know here go Tika. But any final thoughts on the Grayskull connection, and then Bobby as well as Singer? We can start with Tamika, EJK.
Oh Lord, I just never knew Bobby could be this dumb. Like, every time I think about it, it aggravates my soul and spirit all over again. But it is what it is. Saying, like I said, he knew how to play the game, even though I wanted his behind to be up out of here. He knew what to do, what to say, how to do it. The fact that he was like, oh no, please, just don't take my wife out. Whatever you do, I don't care about me. And really played the daggone okie doke. And then, Lord of mercy, just sprayed Bobby all over the damn place. And also, Grayskull, child, you should have known. Like, I don't understand how you did not know when you did know that Gennard was lying to you all the time. These people in here flip more than damn pancakes, okay? It's crazy how they just flip back and forth from side to side, in and out all around in 2.5 seconds. But okay, boy, don't let you know. But yeah, I didn't understand though on rewatching this, like when Tommy sees the wire and then he's like, yeah, the wire, that was a good touch, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and get me that recording. I was a little lost with that part. What does Tommy need the recording for?
Because it's got him on the thing talking about the whole situation with Marks. Kind of somewhat confessing to his criminal activity and some involvement with Marks. Just like, they get a recording. So he felt like, hey, I need that record. I'm gonna need that recording. And
so now he's gonna have Singh on his payroll, and Singh made it out, baby. I did not want this, but I can't be mad that he was smarter.
I'm not mad at Singh at all, y'all. Like, I thought that this was a great move. Clearly, at some point in time, the way I figure it happened was, we know that he was on the cartel's payroll already. So the way I figured that it happened is that somehow, I don't know when, because I don't think they ever really tell us exactly when, but I figure maybe Singh reaches out to somebody. Maybe he reached out to Tommy after the Bobby thing. Maybe he reaches out to Tommy then, because he knows that he needs to be on the right side of this. Y'all know what I mean.
Yeah, because then they had made the coalition, pact to join with each other. So I guess that was an off-screen moment, because I was a little like,
it had to be. Yeah, it had to be an off-screen moment where they have a conversation and then they come up with this plan or whatever. And the way that Singh used the word wife, like the way that he perfectly planned it so that Bobby would come out when he uses the safe word wife, I mean, I just thought it was, I said, okay, Sing, I'm not mad at it because he knew what he was about to do. And like Tommy said, listen, I wasn't planning for that because listen, Sing said he wasn't going down and he wasn't going to let his wife go down and he wasn't going to go down. He was going to take this all the way and he didn't care who he worked for. All he know is that, and even though he said partners, Tommy said, "No, you work for me." But
Right.
listen, let's get it together. But it is what it is. But I thought it was perfectly played out. Grayskull I don't think Grayskull ever wanted to be a part of the coalition when it was all said and done. He just, moving the way he's just moving stupid. It's just dumb. I don't know. Grayskull just irks me because the way that y'all ran up in that barbershop 50-11 times, got lied to 50-11 times, and yet Jannard and Diamond were still alive even then. Like, you didn't put that together. Like, the fact that you just now clicking all of this together when Tommy puts it together for you is just stupid. And why are we out here even fighting King Kilo's beefs anyway? Like, what are we even doing? Like, why? No, like, nobody cares about that. Like, it didn't have nothing to do. Like, it was just stupid. It was a dumb move on King Kilo's part. I get it, the street code and all that crap. But at some point, when does business become business? When does thought making money was the purpose? Like, that's what I thought. I thought that we here to make money and bump all the other stuff. So that's why when Grayskull is taking on this whole mission, like, sir, do you want to make money or not? Like, why? That man is gone. Let him be. Okay, like, let it go. But I loved it though. Glad Grayskull came to his senses.
Yeah. It was either that or be up out of there. So
yeah.
Because he looked like when Tommy was telling him, like, think, like, do you like what purpose would my brother have to, pop off Mr. Wade in the water? Like,
exactly. Exactly.
He's a musician. Like,
exactly. Like, he has no stakes in the game. Like, and Grayskull was looking like, you know what? Because I think it like finally clicked for him. Like, damn, like Jannard lied to us again.
Yep.
It's like, here you go, lying again.
Yep.
Of course. I feel like he done got, because Jannard has gotten over him way too many times. Way too many times.
Yep. So we see that moment where, we already saw this moment where Grayskull is there. So he's gonna pass that information along to Tommy. Jannard think he got it going on. He don't know. He had no clue to what's really going on or what's really about to go down around him. So we'll move on from that because we got to talk about D-Mac real quick, where D-Mac goes and takes Genesis some money and it's like, girl, I want you to, I need you to get out of my life. Pretty much my life dangerous. Like, you don't want to be around me. Take this money. Go to school. I don't want blood money, girl. Money at this point is money. You ain't got the money to go to school. What did you call that fund? K, the JP scholarship fund. Okay, you better take that JP scholarship fund and go in and handle your business over there in Spelman. And so that was just a little moment between the two of them, and she's so confused as to why he's acting like this. But girl, don't you see the anger in his face? Like, I know you gave up the goods to him, but don't you see how unhinged this young man is right now? You do not need to be in his life. You need to take the money, head your behind on over. Take notes from Maria. Maria literally left a note and said, okay, I got to do this for me, you and the baby. I'm just come and get us when you're done. Come and get us when you've won. And so, any thoughts on, and we can start with you, Kay. Any thoughts on these two moments right here?
D-Mac was trying to do the right thing here. And even though when she said, I can't take no blood money, he said, I sold my bike. Now, mind you, he bought the bike with the
blood money.
So, I mean, same difference. But girl, take it how you get it, okay? Take that scholarship fund that he's trying to get, the JP musician scholarship fund for underprivileged youth.
Okay.
Take it and go on to school. D-Mac is trying to set you up for success. Of course he should go with you. He's a very intelligent man, but right now he is angry. He is grieving. His feelings are hurt. He is out for blood. He wants vengeance for his father's death. He is going through some guilt and some shame right now. This is not the time to de-escalate the situation. You don't have the tools and the skills to de-escalate this man. He is trying his hardest to say, I am not good for you right now. Okay. I shouldn't have been hanging out with you in the first place. I shouldn't have. People around me, And you know, you don't even know that he offed his own best friend. His that was like a brother to him. You're playing with your life right now. Go and do the right thing and go to school, but you trying to come at somebody who is already highly escalated and angry.
Right.
Girl, get out. All you had to do was say thank you and holla at me whenever you decide to come on down and go to school. Like, it is not, you don't have the power and ability to talk D-Mac into anything. Tommy couldn't talk D-Mac into anything. JP couldn't talk D-Mac into anything. And you think you finna talk D-Mac into doing anything?
Right.
Girl, just going to go to school.
That
I would have hugged him, Tika, and I would have said, you know what? I love you. I love you. I love you. Stay safe. And then I would have took that money and went on. Okay. It reminded me of that moment. I remember when Tasha tells Tariq, like, go to school, live your life. That's how D-Mac was trying to tell her, like, go to school, live your life. Like, literally, I'm no good for you. And I felt like D-Mac was trying to do something that was completely unselfish in this moment. And it was in the D-Mac way. Like, we've gotten to know this character a little bit now. And we know that D-Mac this is just who he is. But in this moment, he was trying to do the right thing. So I mean, in theory, it was blood money, kind of, but at the same time, he sold his bike because he knew what she would say, you know, and that right there says a lot. Says that he cared about her and that he wanted to see her do good things because he knew that she was better than all of this. And her I don't know what she thought was going to happen. At that moment, he's too emotional right now. He's too in it right now. Like, first of all, he doesn't even have there hasn't been a vengeance for his father's death and all the guilt that he feels for it. All of that stuff compiled on that. Your little cootie cat wasn't finna keep him there, ma'am. I'm sorry. It was not finna do that. That wasn't finna happen.
Right.
So it is what it is. You know, unfortunately, D-Mac doesn't go, even though I thought maybe there was a moment where D-Mac would change his mind. But after I saw how angry he was, I knew he wasn't. This was the life that he felt like he was meant to be in, and he was going to stay there. And so it is what it is. Oh, yep. D-Mac.
Yeah, the way I would have grabbed that envelope out of his hand and I would have put money in my bra, money in my shoe, money in my bag, money in my back pocket. You know, call me or don't. Like,
that part.
That
part for sure, Tamika. That part. Hey, you know, she thought anyway, we can't rationalize these 18, 17, 18-year-old minds these days. Genesis, it was not about you, honey. It was about something that this young man had to go through. That's just what it was. And it didn't involve you right now. Tommy get the note. Hey, it's on and popping. Let's go. And so he goes and he gets he and Miguel, they all meet up, they're talking, and you know, it's on. It's just pop, 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 pop. Listen, we have to fight. We have to see the moment we've been waiting for. It's bodies dropping. We got I don't know why I can't never remember Shanti's friend name with the dreads. The chick.
Manny Fresh.
Manny Fresh. I don't know why I can't never remember that. Manny Fresh pull up. The whole everybody just the ones from the CBI that done flipped, the SODs, like everybody who decided they was gonna rock with Tommy and the new coalition. They pull up, but then you know it just wasn't enough, and somebody started dropping until we finally get. Okay, I'm gonna skip this because I don't want to talk about them right now. We get this moment right here, y'all. I gotta get to Talk Game Brand, the gunfight. Listen, y'all know what happened. Y'all know Tariq pulls up, is pop, 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 and pop again. And he thankfully, you know, when did Tariq become a sharpshooter? That's my real question. When did he become a sharpshooter? Because they had a red target, a red dot on one of the dudes, on one of CBI's heads. And it was just like, whoop. So any thoughts on the whole Blicky, the whole fight out, gunfight? And we could do EJ, Tamika, okay?
I like the little gunfight. I like the little gunfight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we come in, you don't even know that we come, and you think that you got the one up. They asking you, like, where is the Marquez? Like, you so behind that you don't even know that there has been a merge of the Marquez and the other cartel, Shay's cartel, I can't think of their name, whatever. You don't even know that there have been a merger of the cartels and that Marquez cartel is not even coming. Like that shit is dead and it's over with and it's done. And you don't even, and a good leader would have been like, listen, I ain't been in touch with them. I don't know. But instead you gaslighting them to do the mission that you want because you want this vengeance for your brother when you are the reason that he is technically unalive. Like he took a bullet for you. The only thing everybody wanted was to off you. That's what they came there to do. They came there to take you out. That was it. Nobody came to take Diamond out. Diamond just inserted himself in something that he should just let it go. But Diamond decided that he wanted to be his brother's keeper at that moment, even though he wasn't his brother's keeper, because he tried to take him out of season 1. And ain't nobody gonna ever forget that. That's why, you know what? Bring it back. I'm sorry. When I had a flashback of that moment back in season 1.
That's why
it
we
irritates
don't
me.
Jannard.
Okay, exactly. It irritates me. But anyway, the whole point is that they got the jump on them when Jannard thought that they was really ahead of the game. And I'm just like, this just shows how stupid Jannard is. Like, he's never thinking 2 steps ahead. And then here we go. Like, all these bodies have dropped because of it. And I love that Tariq came in there and, you know, popped at the very end when Tommy was trying to get his ammo in. And I loved how you hear the people in the back saying, Tommy, you know, like everybody's telling Tommy, like, it was just a nice little moment to see that everybody really has, like, this new coalition has really grouped together and they really rocking with each other and they really in this war together. And then Tariq comes in there and boom, and he takes out the last few people. And I was like, okay, let's go.
That part.
It was so hilarious to me when that red dot was on homeboy.
He was
Smurf was like, oh shoot. Child, y'all are not paying attention to anything. But again, we are following Junkie Jannard, so nobody is surprised with that. You know, Tommy and them coming to do what they gotta do. But I have to say that just popped back in my mind too. D-Mac was just popped at the church the other day. It's all good. I don't know what he put on his shoulder, baby. Okay, Ben Gay, whatever. He all of a sudden he was all right. Shanti got popped in this episode, little scratch. Miguel had a whole hole in his leg with a bullet caught up in it. He was all right. You know, Tommy ain't even get a scratch, but you know, we gonna have Tariq come in, and at the end of Power Book 2, Tariq was already becoming John Wick Jr. So you know, yeah, now he knows how to pop up with these. You know, don't miss a shot and save his Uncle Tommy and cheese, smile for the camera. I'm the one y'all was waiting for. I'm here.
Right.
I was like, okay, that was cute, I guess. and the bodies that was dropping was nobody. If we being honest, because we ain't know them people.
Right.
That's what we could say. Nobody, baby.
Yeah, Tariq said he was clutch then, and they pulled up on Jannard and them. They wasn't even ready. They just sitting around talking like, yeah, we gonna be ready for them. So when Tommy come, so you know we got to make sure he want it done. And all you see is this scope delays.
Yep.
Come out. Like, and see, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. But again, that's what happened when your leader is an idiot. But I appreciate how they had Tariq come in clutch. They had him, you know, pull up on Tommy like when Black Panther came out in Endgame. At the end, they just like, you know, oh no, Captain America, this is it. And then they pan over and it's Tariq there coming in to save the day at the very tail end of the battle. But I'm glad that most of them got, you know, they got away with not too much more than a scratch. And Miguel, big ass, and can't even take out a damn bullet over there struggling.
Okay. It was way at the bottom of his leg. Like, who can really get a bullet out their leg? You've
been working on this for like a half an hour. Give me like he over there struggling down bad. I was like, I bet you they miss Maria now because she would have took care of that real fast and in a hurry. Over there struggling. But I did appreciate them getting to see how everybody worked together. And I didn't hear it when I watched it the first time, but when they knew that they couldn't do nothing with him, Gerard was like, CBI, we out. What's left of them? It was like 3 of them that was scraggling out at the end. Like, retreat. This is it. We got to run. Like you literally like letting everybody know that y'all lost. You're announcing that you lost. You know, you should have just ran. Why you got to announce to the world
Okay,
that y'all got to get out
Yeah.
of there?
I thought that
like,
was Big Boy. What's his name? I thought that was him who said that. CBI, we out. I didn't know that was
Smurf?
Jannard.
You talking about
Yeah, Smurf. I thought it was Smurf.
Oh,
That
I
would have
thought
made
it
it
was
so
Jannard.
much funnier if it was Jannard. God dang it. I got to watch it again.
We got like, child, just let everybody know y'all retreating. Terrible. I was just like, this the fight wasn't even that fair. But in his defense, I was, yeah, we got to take this white boy out.
Okay,
Once
talking
and-
all that cash
Once
trash.
and for all. Once and for
Somebody
all.
said they got reinforcements. Sorry, y'all been done.
They was talking themselves through that whole.
Yep.
Y'all literally getting shut up out here, and y'all down bad. They did have to retreat at that point. And then Jannard was mad that they didn't want to stick with him afterwards.
Right. Because
Why you mad? Like there's nothing left. Like how did it take y'all
Exactly.
getting shot at to realize, you know what? We really didn't even like y'all in the first place. We was really here for Diamond. Like at the end of the day, Jannard, we don't even like you. And that was exactly. He was mad that they called him out on that. Like how you get an attitude that nobody really likes you.
They should have had the courage to tell him a long time ago, but you know, they tried to stick with him because of the name of CBI. But as you can see, everybody has literally abandoned the shenanigans of Jannard, and now he's stuck with Vic because Vic Flynn think he's trying to make a name for himself. He's trying to leave a legacy of his own, and he pulls up out of nowhere and walks in and talks to Jannard. And as Jannard is sitting there looking at the blicky, like, what was you thinking? Was you trying to take yourself out because you left by yourself? Like, what are you doing, Jannard? And so that's when, you know, Vic talked to him, say, hey, we got to team up together at this point. But who? With who? Because every time you send one of your Irishmen over there to mess with Tommy, they get taken out. So like, who you got, Vic? And then on Jannard's side, don't nobody want to mess with Jannard other than the other junkies in the street. So any final thoughts on, you know, the Jannard situation? And then we're gonna talk about Tariq and Tommy after this. Tariq, Tommy, and y'all other nephew, D-Mac. And we can start with Tamika K, and then EJ.
This annoyed me so much. I think we have said it, and I don't know how much it could be said that, like, why are you here, Vic? Why are you here? I didn't need to see this all of a sudden. I'm Vic. Nobody gives a damn about who you are. Like, honestly, the fact that Jannard is still sitting down in this damn freaking basement of this damn barbershop, we still not locking the doors. I don't know. It looked like he was contemplating taking himself out. And to be honest, him and damn Vic could have both just been like, let's take ourselves out here together, because that is just about as much as y'all gonna damn do anyway, talking about going after Tommy. Like, if y'all don't get the hell up out my face, I was so sick of Vic. You literally was away having a new life, and you decide to come back again for Tommy. Now you all of a sudden thinking about your legacy, okay, pun intended, because you seen it on the damn news and they saying you the last survivor, and you know, with finding out Diamond. Like, boy, that's annoyed me so much, y'all. It could have been dead. I don't got nothing else to add.
Okay.
First of all, because we got to talk about Vic and this girl that he just fell in love with from being in the club, and y'all done shacked up and everything, and then you just walk off in the woods. First of all, I didn't even find it convincing at all that he was getting drunk off brown. You look like you drink white and white only. Okay, the way your family was racist, I doubt you even had any brown liquor to begin with, Vic. Don't talk about I'm motherfucking Vic Flynn. Don't nobody care. When has your name ever carried weight at all? Even when your dad was alive, he didn't even like you. He called you weak anyway. Like, nobody ever cared. You was the lowest on the totem pole in your family. Nobody cares about you at all, or the Flynn family and their name at all. And you sitting there getting mad and stuff and walk around and Tommy did, and every time you tried to come at Tommy, you've lost. You're not a winner. You're a loser. You're a loser. So you went up there to meet up with another loser, so y'all can sit there and be losers together. Talk about let's take down Tommy. Y'all in what army? Both of y'all are losers, and nobody likes neither one of you. Take your losses. Cut them out right now. Y'all sitting there trying to make seem like y'all got something to prove. No, you don't. Cut your losses right now. At this point, Tommy ain't even trying to bother y'all no more. If you go and walk away nicely, he gonna leave you alone. But see, y'all keep trying to come at him. He already know y'all are losers. It's not really gonna be that hard to take y'all down because y'all are dumb and dumber and ain't never made not one smart move this whole time. Not one.
That part.
Okay, listen. Claudia was harder than Vic. Let's just keep it real. Claudia was hard. I don't even like Claudia like that, but Claudia had more guts, more kahunas, more everything than Vic. Vic didn't even want to be in this life, as he said. How many times did Vic try to walk away from this? Season 1, season 2, season 3. Like every season, Vic was trying to run away from his legacy, right? Like, sir, why did you come back? This was stupid on you got away clean, okay? Listen. Your daddy gone. Your sister gone. And these were people who were actually gangster. You know, Claudia, I give her a little gangster, you know, because she in the end, she did try to have a little gangster about her. But at the end of the day, Vic, you did nothing. So I don't understand why we even came back. I don't understand why you left Ray, because clearly Ray must really like you, because this dumb broad, how you just gonna run off with him and you believe more in his new identity than he believed in his new identity. The way I would have took that new identity and went on with life, the way I would have said bump Chicago, you ain't got ish in Chicago to go back to. You ain't got no clubs. You ain't got no territories. You ain't got no nothing. I don't think you have any money. I don't think you got nothing. I think you is done. So whatever you do have left, you should have went on with Ray, had some babies, and went on with your life. Right. Because at this point, and the way she was talking about going to a place with no extra fish, you forgot that, dude, you still got some dirt on you. And now that we got Sing over here, he know about the dirt that you had. He knew that what you did, like you, ain't no way I would have came back, especially to go to no jail, like, because there's still the possibility of that. Like, if they find out that you back, that's the reason why you was running in the beginning. And now that Sing is working for Tommy, he don't need you to say anything that Stacey, like, sir, this is stupid. I just can't stand Vic, and I don't even want to get on Jannard. Jannard is just dumb as rocks, for real. Like, Jannard is so stupid. This was dumb. He should have just went ahead and just said, you know what? I'm coming to meet you, Diamond. I'm coming, bro. We gonna have to be together, okay? Like, because there's no other thing to do. Like, there's no winning this. You have lost every single crew in the coalition. 2 cartels have now joined together. Literally, Chicago has been taken over. What are you going to do? Nobody wants to be on Junkie Jannard's side. There's nobody left that will align with you. The one person who did like you, you went and slept with somebody. You went and lost her. The one person who believed in your dumb ass, you lost her. So what are we really finna do? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is stupid. And I hope, oh God, I hope and I pray that this does not carry over into whatever new show that we are about to come. I do not want to see these 2 no more. I'm done with them. Please don't do it. But something tells me that they left it wide open like this for a reason. And I don't want to see it. I'm done with them. Done. But anyway, yeah, this was I'm sorry, I had a whole rant. I apologize.
It's all good. Let it out, because the series over for now, so let it out.
I have a question for y'all. Is Madam Wu gonna be looking for her money on her product? Like, is she still out here in these streets? Did she say rest in peace to Diamond? Is she trying to come chop up their limbs? Because
she needs to come chop up something.
Okay.
Or better yet, 9 times out of 10, baby, they done cut in a deal with her too. I don't know.
Right.
But
because I mean, they did have Manny Fresh, and Manny Fresh was dealing with her. That's how Jannard got involved into the first place. So I don't know, but I just thought about that. Like, I'm pretty sure she would be like, "Where's my money?"
Okay. It's just this is stupid. Like, y'all have no cash. Y'all have no nothing. Like, what are y'all gonna do? Y'all can't hire no hitman. Y'all never gonna get close to Tommy. Like, what? Like, this is dumb. Like, y'all never gonna be able to get close to him. Like it's not gonna happen. And Jannard, it's on site with you. I guarantee you that all them people, like if I'm what's his name, Gray Skull, it is on site for all them damn lies. Let me see you. Let me see you. I'm gonna let you, like, I'm gonna let you. You just lost everything right here. I'm gonna go over here, get good with them, but let me see you. Anybody who see him is on site. I'm sorry, that's how it should have been. Jannard shouldn't even be alive right now. I'm done.
I agree. But we shall see how much further the who somebody call him not Ren and Stimpy, Pinky and the Brain. We'll see how see how that all plays out. But what did y'all think about the conversation? And we're almost done. What did y'all think about the conversation between Tariq as well as D-Mac? Because Tariq was talking about, he feels sorry. He said that he lost, that D-Mac lost his daddy, and he understand how he feel. No, bro, you don't understand. It's a totally different damn situation. You took your own daddy out. It's a difference. This young man, okay, D-Mac kind of blames himself for JP being unalive, but you actually took your daddy out. But in the meantime, I'm looking at Tariq, like he looking around, like trying to see how popping Tommy is, like he's really the man. He's really the king of Chicago right now. And it's like he's gathering information as to how he can make his next move. I don't even know if he really was listening to D-Mac like that. Did y'all have any thoughts on just their conversation? The conversation D-Mac and Tariq, and we could do Tamika K, then EJ.
Child, I said, not you trying to be like, yeah, I understand, boy, bye. We know what the hell you understand. But, with him talking with Z-Mac, I just felt like, okay, we about to have a child, Zeman and Zeman out here in these New York streets. Don't bring that mess over here, Tariq, okay? He about to come over here and probably, have Z-Mac underneath his wing. And as usual, Z-Mac run his mouth too damn much. You got a big mouth. You never should. I mean, he don't know. It's like, oh, Uncle Tommy. Yeah, I know what you mean. And Tariq, to me, this is just who Tariq is. This is what he do. Like, I know a lot of people was making comments when we was doing the first reaction on him scheming and him giving looks and whatever. Tariq is always looking. He's always observing. He's always paying attention. He's always taking the names. We've seen him doing that before. And yeah, he definitely was already calculating and, making his little moves in his head before he actually go ahead out here and have a conversation, listen to all of them conversating, figuring out what's what and who's who. And I think that him and D-Mac is probably going to bond some way. I don't know if we're going to see that happen, but that's what it was giving me. And, he'll be taking him under his wing somewhere down the line, I'm assuming. And freaking Miguel, Tommy, oh, you really are cool. Okay, if you don't get the hell out of here, because you could have been. But it's what it is. We are family now.
We don't care about Miguel. Let his leg get some gangrene or something. Let it fall off with the rest of him. Okay.
We gotta shout out, because I don't think we did it yet. Robert Townsend for directing this episode. Living legend right here. And absolutely. You could tell there was a seasoned artist who directed this, because y'all see that color scheme when they were sitting in that bar. Mm-hmm. He knew exactly what he was doing. He know exactly what he was doing when he's framing certain things. He framed Tariq in a manner to make us think and suspect things, especially in the way that the lighting that they were sitting in this moment. And it takes a good director to work with the cinematographer to paint a picture, to lead you in certain directions. And I think he did that throughout this whole episode, is that the way he blocked and framed things was to get us to think and feel certain things about these characters this whole time. He was very intentional about how he placed everybody on that camera screen so that we could feel certain things, we could suspect certain things, we could kind of insinuate certain things. Those are the marks of a good director, and one that is very seasoned. So shout out to Robert Townsend. Y'all better look him up if y'all don't know about him.
Oh, girl, if they don't know, they
exactly. If y'all don't know, y'all got to be some young ones up in here to not know about living legend Robert Townsend, because he directed the hell out of this damn episode. Everything. And I think that Tariq was sitting there like listening to DMAC and reflecting on his own life, and kind of like that is like him. He was in like his planning and plotting phase. Like, I may have came in here to like, be supportive of Uncle Tommy, but while I'm here and I'm filling out the place, I'm getting some ideas, because after all, he is his father's son.
That part.
Listen, one thing Tariq always been and always will be is an opportunist, okay? I mean, and he is like his father, and his father was just like that too. They're opportunists. They're always going to take advantage of a situation, and that doesn't mean that it has to be in a bad way. It just means that they have the sense enough to know when, like, oh, okay, like this would be the move right here. And that's how I looked at it. Like, and Tariq is always, like Tamika said, this is his demeanor all the time. So I didn't see it as he was being sneaky or he was doing something that he ain't. He always does this. He's always paying attention. He's always listening. He's always gathering information and then figuring out how he gonna use it. And that's the one thing that he has been consistent with since we've kind of met this character. So that's how I saw it when he was there. I mean, he's looking around like, dang, he got shot. And notice the words that he say later. You got Shanti and Miguel as worker bees. Like, he sees that they feel like they partners, but you really got them as worker bees. Because even when Tommy say it's not like that, he was like, Like, he dismissed that real quick because he knows what it actually looks like. Even though I feel like Tommy knows what it is, but you got to make them feel like they partners. And I love, there was a moment, I want to go back to that real quick, when they're making the decision and Tommy looks at Miguel, then he looks at Shanti because he wants him to feel, he knows now. I think Tommy realized where he messed up with Diamond. I mean, when him and Diamond had that conversation about we were never partners, yada, 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 that's really what it all boiled down to. And that's one of the things that I've always said. Like, I can't stand Diamond for his last thing, but I do get where Diamond was coming from. Tommy did come at him like he was his worker and never like he was his equal, and he was always making the decisions. And not saying that they weren't good decisions, but I also think that Diamond had a lot to offer. He definitely wasn't no Jannard. He didn't run CBI for no reason. People didn't respect him for no reason. Like, it was a reason why they respected him, and the reason why he was who he was. It's just that Tommy is used to being, Tommy just different, and it is what it is. But I said all that to say that Tariq peeped all of that. From, like, he's paying attention to all of this, and now he needs a partner. We see all the stuff that happened to him back there, and he demoted Brayden as like, Brayden, they not partners no more. So that was the other big thing, is that he doesn't have a partner. He needs somebody who's gonna be at a level that can help him, not hurt him. Brayden was never gonna be able to help him elevate, because Brayden was never about that life. Did they make a good little partnership? Yeah, I mean, they was cute or whatever, but never enough to really, like, once Tariq stepped in, once he took that 1 foot out and put them both in and decided to go all in, it was never going to work with Brayden. He had to have somebody who knew the game better and who could, because you always want somebody that's going to help you. That's what Ghost did. What did Ghost do? Kanan, Breeze, all these people, you know what I'm saying? And then I mean, hopefully he don't pull a Ghost, but I'm just saying, like, that's the way it works, and that's how Tariq is looking at it. It's for all the things that Tariq says, for all the anger, the animosity, and all the things that Tariq has for his father. He just like him in a lot of ways. He just so young that he ain't all the way there yet. But a lot of the things that he does is very, very similar to him. The way that he uses people when he needs to use them. Tariq always done that stuff. That's what he do. That's what Ghost did. I mean,
exactly. And at the end of the day, Kanan manipulated him, and he manipulated people. And Kanan saw Ghost and Tommy, and then Kanan also was teaching, Tariq some things for the little bit of time they spent together before he got taken up out of here. So it's funny to see them having this dialogue outside, and him saying, let's leave the past in the past. Don't be bringing up no shit no more.
Because Tommy was like, well, it was like, like Ghost was my family. Yep. And she was like, here he go with this BS.
Right.
That nigga dead.
Right.
That
I'm
nigga
just letting you know that I know
shit.
that I still remember.
Okay.
Right.
Exactly.
I ain't forgot.
Absolutely. Well, that was the end, literally the end of the episode. We also had a little moment where Singh was on the news selling out Marks. Selling out Marks and Bobby, talking about they was the crooked cops and they was taking money from criminals and they was a part of this whole syndicate. And in actuality, bro, you're literally telling your story right now.
Mhm.
But Singh, he did what he did.
At the end of the day, he definitely knew how to play the game because I didn't really see that for him. Like he played Stacey every step of the way. The fact that she never would acknowledge all the times that he was dropping the ball in court. She never came to the court to see what the hell was happening. Like they literally, her and Bobby did half-ass investigative work. So, now y'all could go ahead and bury together. Y'all never got a chance to get y'all divorce.
That part.
Y'all could be together forever in the dirt.
But
I did want to mention, like, with Jannard, I love how they read him down and told him that it was his fault. And they also said, because I know a lot of people a lot of the times was like, well, Jannard was the one that was holding CBI down for the whole time when Diamond was locked up 15 years, whatever the hell it was. But they was like, you was trash. You was never a good leader. You was actually running us down in the damn ground. Okay? I was like, damn. So it was like, you was never about nothing. So I don't know how the hell he made it as long as he did, but it was like tick-tock, time's up, and they should have been did that. Like, you are the loser. This is the losing team. Ain't nothing about you winning. And I really didn't think it was going to play out like this. I actually thought Tommy was going to have to be running away from Chicago. So the fact that he won, he came out on top, he really could just chill there. But, when he's saying we're going to team up and go back to these New York streets, I'd like to see how they're going to play this out and make it so that
he's gonna have to be a real ghost. He's gonna have to be a real ghost in order to exist in New York. All the shit he done, all the stuff he got into before he left, he gonna have to really be a real ghost.
Ain't he dead in New York? Hell, I thought he was dead.
Exactly.
But Blanca's still looking for him. Blanca don't think he's dead. Blanca still think he around. So,
Lord, I forgot
and
about Blanca.
you always still gonna have an officer that's gonna come up like Tariq St. Patrick.
Okay, that part.
Now they gonna be saying both of their names now. Yes. Lord have mercy.
Yes.
Listen, I apologize for missing this super right here. We talking, if you ain't figured it out by now, Sub-Zero 9000, we over here talking about the season finale, the last freaking episode of Power Book 4 Force. Episode 10. It was crazy. I do apologize for just getting to it. Y'all know I wasn't even messing with the chat like that. I'm trying to focus.
I didn't even see it. My bad.
But it's all good. It's all good. So with that being said, at the end of this whole conversation between Tariq and Uncle Tommy, we got this little soundtrack, this little musical situation. And I just want to play this, and I just want to know how y'all truly felt after y'all, y'all heard. Let me
come on, girl, just play it.
DJ. Calm down.
I'm ready.
So what you say? Start some new shit or what?
They say this is a big rich town. I just come from the West Palm. Bright light city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down.
That's how I felt. I was ready.
We got 2 announcements. So something is going on in the Power Book universe. Okay. Yeah. Clearly, Tommy and Tariq about to team up and do some shenanigans. We probably have to wait 1 year, 2 years for that to really see that happen. Because if they're saying Power Book Origins is on the way soon, we're going to have to wait to see what Tommy and Tariq got cooking. But what did y'all think? How did y'all feel when y'all heard that theme song? They say this is a big rich thing. Okay. How did y'all feel? Kay, Tamika, EJ, we know how you felt. You was that part.
I was immediately in there like I never took a straight path nowhere. I was just like, I never thought I was going to hear this again. I never thought I was going to hear this song again in another episode. And it just like, okay, we taking it back. Like it's like 50 has literally how they say he made the MCU for drug dealers. It's never over. He is like, I'm keeping this thing over. So even like if Ghosts get canceled, this is the last season of Force. We know Raising Kanan is wrapping up, and 50's like, that's okay because I got 2 more spinoffs in the works right now. Like, I'm still keeping this thing rolling. And hell, when did like Power premiere? It had to be like 14, 15, something like that. So wow, and like we've been like in it, like he's literally had us in a chokehold in this Powerverse that we didn't ever think that there would be different spinoffs. We didn't think that we would be so attached to these characters like that. And he's like, look, I'm here with the fans that's been loyal from like, if y'all been here since James St. Patrick at the damn club, we still rolling this train right on along. Run the original theme song.
Okay. That was the best part. It was so amazing. I loved it so much. I was like, because I never thought I was going to hear that again. Like, who knew that was going to, I mean, unless you watching the reruns, but who knew that was going to happen on the regular thing? Like, that was like the best one. So much that I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it took me a long time to get into this theme song on Force. I ain't gonna like, I didn't like it.
Exactly.
It took me a minute.
I had to warm up.
I was rocking with this one. I like all the
liked it.
It took me a minute.
I was like,
It took me a minute because Raising Kanan theme song was like gave us that 90s feel. So I was rocking with Raising Kanan, but Force, it kind of I had to sit with it for a minute. I had to sit on it.
It took me a whole season before I started being. I was like, okay. I like this.
Yeah, I like it. That was smart. Somebody definitely, I don't know if Robert Townsend was behind that or who was behind that part of it, but they knew what they was doing. They knew how to play the daggone game. They know that was going to give the nostalgia. You already have Tariq and Tommy back together, possibly building on, something and child conquering and rising up higher and higher and higher and wrecking havoc in the streets. But to hear that, I just come from the forest. Hey,
okay.
Illegal, baby. I'm gonna make it. I'm like, all right, now let's get it.
Straight path nowhere.
Okay. Yes, I loved it. I loved it as well, y'all. But with that being said, y'all, we have literally been an hour and a half. I had to go a little bit long. I had to do it justice. This was the last episode that we will see of Power Book 4 Force. And I appreciate y'all for obliging us for this whole hour and a half. Y'all literally been here. Like y'all been here with us rocking and talking about Power Book 4 Force. And we're just ready. Are y'all ready for what? Power Book Legends? Are y'all ready for Power Book Legacy? Like what are y'all looking forward to for the future of the Power Book universe? And then, ladies, after that, let me know what you guys have on your channel. And if y'all was over here on Talk That Talk Media, we appreciate y'all. I didn't ask y'all to come over here as much as I normally would have, because I was just so excited about Power Book 4 Force. I forgot what platform I was on. I ain't gonna even lie to you. But thank y'all for coming through. So we'll go ahead and let Tamika, Kay, and of course EJ, let us know your final thoughts on the Power Book universe and what you got coming up on your channels.
Well, y'all already know I'm looking forward to Raising Kanan. That is my favorite. That just stole my heart, and I'm sad that that's gonna be the last of that one, baby. Oh, it's gonna go down, and I'm assuming Origins is gonna be coming after that. I'm curious to see it all play out and what they're gonna be doing with it. As far as my channel, I don't even know what's going on my channel. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I know that the season of Love at the Lockup came back tonight, so somewhere down the line I'll talk about that. I don't know when, what day. Gotta figure that out. Tomorrow night I'm supposed to have a trivia night. Oh Lord, we'll see. Birthday trivia night, anniversary for the channel, all of it, just combining it all up in there. And Wednesday I know we do sisters. I don't know what else is going on, but keep your notifications on. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe to all the channels. Hype us up, throw us out there so the people can come through and see what we talking about. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes, please do all the things, hit like and subscribe, and make sure you turn on your notification bell, everyone, so you know when we're live, when we drop new content, when we get on here. Turn on your notification bell so that so look, you don't have to be Replay Gang if you don't want to. If you turn on your notification bell, you can be right there when the content drops. If you look at the description of this video, that has all of my other social media links, which I always forget to say, but it's always in the description box. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. Follow me on all platforms because I'm posting on there. There's different things you're going to see on all of my different social media outlets. So go ahead and check those out. And channel membership. There's content in the channel membership that is not for the public. That is only reserved for the channel members. And y'all, we will be cranking back up movie night. Okay. Some things, look, these watch parties are only going to be members only.
Right.
It's going to be members only. So join the channel membership, okay, to get access to movie night and unreleased content and members only perks.
Absolutely. You muted, EJ.
Yeah, what she said. They had my blood pressure up last night. Woo, Lord have mercy.
But you held it down like a chef.
They-
You was a real
They
G.
took me through there. Hey. Okay, listen. First and foremost, thank you to everybody who came through each and every week while we talked about Power Book 4 Force. This has actually been really, really fun. I won't lie. Everybody knows, if you've been rocking with me, y'all know that this has been my least favorite one. But this season, they really showed up and showed out, and I was really excited to talk about Force every single week. And I was low-key sad when we went off for 2 weeks. So that just says a lot about where they really hit the mark for me this particular season. So I was excited about that. So with that being said, y'all already know that when these powers come out, we definitely gonna have to do this again. When we get the origins, when we get what we gonna have to run it back for real. We definitely gonna have to do this again. As far as the channel is concerned, I really don't know what I'm gonna be dropping on TV Junkie. I know that we'll be doing our book club, our Ruthless Junkie book club on Sunday, which also I'm doing that. And it's also Family Business Sunday. Since it's about the family business, it's counting as a twofer. So if you haven't read Cousin Curtis's book, it's called Curtis Duncan Bounty Hunter, then definitely go and pick it up. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it on Kindle, or if you want a signed copy of it, you can always go to the website and get a signed copy of it. That's what we are reading. I am going to drop a poll really, really soon on books that we like books for next month. So that way you guys can vote on it, and just depends. I ain't gonna say the vote gonna win. I'm just gonna say I'm putting it out there. Okay. We'll see what happens with the thing. Just trying to get some ideas of what people want to read or whatnot. And then on TDT, of course, we have a ton of stuff on TDT that we've dropped. We've dropped our last episode of It Welcome to Derry. We had a reaction. We did our reactions for that. If you would like to check out our entire reactions for the whole season, we have all of those up there. We actually have reviews over Welcome to Derry, over It, the 2017-2019 version. So if you want the whole package, we got all of that over there. We definitely dropped our we dropped something.
Petty debates.
Yeah, petty debates, which was funny. We definitely, if you watch Interview with a Vampire, please go over there and check out our petty debate. Tika talked about why Lestat was the problem, and I talked about why Louis was the problem. And it's been a whole conversation and a whole vibe. So definitely come give your opinion on what you think. So we would appreciate that. So if you are not signed up for Talk That Talk Media, please make sure to go ahead and subscribe to our channel. We do drop a lot of content over there. And let's see, what else do we got going on? So we got Sunday, and then pretty much just keep y'all notifications turned on. We be dropping something somewhere on one of them channels somewhere.
Yep. True crime, documentaries, all of the above. Anything you can think of, you can find it over there at Talk That Talk Media.
Hey, that part.
All right.
And we do have a couple of interviews that'll be dropping in a week or so.
Yep. And definitely go back and check out the first one that we did with D.A. Marks, y'all love to hate, aka Miriam A. Hyman, aka Robin Hood. Okay, make sure y'all check that one out as well. We had an amazing time. We actually did that one live. The other ones are gonna be pre-recorded. But it's gonna still give y'all that vibe that y'all been looking for. Some really good content over there at Talk That Talk over here at Talk That Talk Media. As for me in my house, all things ruthless. one of my houses. Okay. Tomorrow I'm gonna do my first episode recap of His and Hers. I hadn't had the time to watch the entire season like everybody else been rocking out to the whole season. I just ain't had the time. So I said, well, I'll do one episode per week. So every Saturday at 3:15 p.m. I will bring you guys a recap until it's all done. I know it's only like about six episodes. So I'll do a recap for 6 weeks and then y'all can, move on to the next. Whatever else I have coming up. But with that being said, y'all, I'm just so looking forward to everything in the Power Book Force universe, or Power universe. I can't even say Force no more, but the Power universe. For me, I am a lover of Force ever since they gave us season 1. I just love me some Tommy. Like, he can come to any cookout he want to come to, and so I just, that's what drew me to Force. And so I just, like I said, I absolutely enjoyed it since its inception, and just looking forward to what they have coming up next. Congratulations to all of the actors that were a part of Power Book 4 Force. Not just the main actors, but the actors in the background, even the ones they decided to give names, the supporting cast. Congratulations to them. Just like Kay mentioned earlier, congratulations and thank you to all of the directors and the producers and the writers. Courtney A. Kemp, we know. 50 Cent, even 50 Cent, like, I gotta acknowledge 50 Cent because he be bringing us some shenanigans, and he probably the one that went to IMDb and put Omari Hardwick in them freaking credits, knowing good and darn well Omari wasn't coming to the darn show. So shout out to 50, the best troll in the whole wide world. Gotta love him. Gotta love him.
And can we get that Tate spinoff, please? And do not kill Rock, because I will crash the freak out on the internet if Rock dies. I just had to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all. That's all good. That's all good. With that being said, y'all, we up out of this thing. Thank you, everybody. It's too many of y'all in here to just name by name by name. I'll be talking forever, and I know they already tired of me talking. So we just gonna be up out this thing. We absolutely appreciate y'all. Just like he just said, week to week, y'all came through. Y'all rocked with us. Y'all stayed down with us this whole time that we talked about this Power Book 4 Force. So thank you guys so much, and I'm looking forward to everything else. So that's about it, y'all. Peace. Have an amazing night.
Talk that. Talk that. Talk